Yeah, this is my first time doing something like this. I make movies because I am a movie buff. Being born to parents that love cinema, I mean, you didn't have much of a choice. You were just thrown into it. We grew up watching every Hindi film there was. And of course, because you're part of the industry, there's discussions, there's conversations. It's just part of who you are and how you grow up. Foreign films, English films were very difficult to access for us. There was one channel, Doordarshan. It had one premiere, Hindi movie every Sunday. And I mean, so the Hollywood films that would come or the foreign films that would come with videotapes. I was the generation of videotapes. So one tape would come and everybody would get together and everybody would watch films together. So this was part of growing up. We've moved from there to...
Where Netflix is already here in India and Amazon is soon going to come with the Prime Video service. So why was the decision taken to remain an TV-only service, or have you already thought about going forward, taking to a digital world?
Well, at least what I will talk about is the television channels business, because that's what I'm a part of. We have an OTT platform in the form of Sony Live, which is a different business housed within the networks in India, and they will formulate their own strategy in terms of what entertainment to provide for the audience based on the business opportunity.
So you're saying that you never got to consider if Lapex was going to go digital. That's not part of your domain then?
No. My point is that the digital strategy for the company is driven by what we call the Sony Live business. They decide that strategy. I'm not the person, who can speak about that. That's what. Yeah.
Hi, Zoya. Here, towards your left here.
Hi.
Zoya, while international movies always had an audience in India, what we are seeing today is a lot of Hollywood movies which are doing much better than Bollywood at the box office. You feel today we need to pull up our socks and provide more content-oriented cinema in a way to compete with Hollywood? Or you feel perhaps Hollywood will take over Bollywood someday in the near future if this goes on like that?
That's a very interesting question. I think what really needs to happen is that I think we need to stop getting taxed as much as we do. Because the Hollywood films aren't as taxed as the Indian films are. And the Indian films are bleeding. They're bleeding with the amount of taxation. We are paying taxes for being entertainment, which is a luxury tax, and we are paying taxes for service. So are we a luxury? Are we a service? We just keep paying tax. So I think the government really needs to help, and they need to understand that we have to support the industry. And we have to make sure the industry gets stronger and bigger and doesn't get eaten up by foreign films, because that's the only way it'll help. We are making content-driven cinema. There is a lot of films coming out. So I don't think it's that. I really think it is a restructuring and understanding of how much taxes the producers are paying. It's backbreaking, as a director, it's very difficult to do even a film a year is pulling it. Because I write my own work. So when I write I write with Rima Kakti, we write our material, so that takes you some time. Then you cast it, then you have to wait for dates. Then you actually, shoot the film, which is a good 3-4 months. Then you'll take a little break to rest, even a month. Then you get into post-production, which is another 5 months. It's not possible for me. It might be possible to shoot 2 films a year if someone else was writing it, somebody else was, mainly editing it, you don't care, then you can. Otherwise, it's not. You have to do short films.
Well, thank you so much, Saurabh. Thank you so much,
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And thank you so much.
Thank you.
The first premiere happens this Sunday on Sony Loveplex. Thank you so much for being here. We break for lunch with that. Thank you.